Has the success of Texas Operation Lone Star caused Biden's Department of Justice to target Governor Abbott and the Lone Star State? Since the operation was launched in March of 2021, Texas has seized more than 422 million lethal fentanyl doses and stopped more than 394,000 illegal migrants. The initiative, integrated by the Texas Department of Public Safety with Texas National Guard, is to combat smuggling into the state of Texas. It's also bust more than 27,000 migrants to sanctuary cities throughout the nation. As part of the mission, Texas has also placed a floating barrier in the Rio Grande between the United States and Mexico. Biden's Department of Justice plans to sue Texas over this. Last week, Mexico's president reportedly said the floating barrier and razor wire were propaganda for photos. And the Department of Justice has officially sent a letter to Governor Abbott warning that if the floating device is not removed, it will proceed with legal action. The governor responded, quote, "We will see you in court, Mr. President." Right now, let's talk with political strategist and CEO of Mason Borough Strategies Victory News contributor Luke Ball. Luke, welcome to Victory.
Thanks, Greg.
Texas has been highly effective in protecting Americans from drug trafficking and illegal entries into the country. Why do you think the Department of Justice is now threatening the governor of Texas?
You know, the Biden administration seems to be putting more legal effort into stopping Texas from enforcing border laws than they are trying to secure the national border of the United States of America. I think that they are concerned at the success of this operation. Let's just look at what's happened with this operation over the last few months. 10,000 migrants shipped to New York City, 10,000 shipped to Washington, D.C., 4,000 shipped to Chicago. There has been enough fentanyl captured during this operation to kill every American in the United States, and even more so. So they're looking at this and saying that we need to do something to stop the success of this program. It's making us look really bad. We can't do our job. And the governor's just saying, look, we're just trying to protect our states. We're trying to protect the United States of America. If you won't do it, who else but us?
Yeah, we don't want success. It's like having a team that you don't want to win. We're learning from James Comer of bank records showing now Russian money landing in the Biden bank accounts. Do you really think they would remove Russians from a U.S. sanctions list in return for that?
You know, I'm used to the Biden administration sending money overseas. So to see money pouring into their bank accounts is a little bit of an anomaly in the Biden administration. Look, they impeached Donald Trump over alleged connections with the Russia hoax, with this discussion on Ukraine corruption. They pulled him through a witch hunt for years and years. And now we're seeing these payments coming in to Joe Biden and the Biden families, and they're not doing anything about it. The double standard is astonishing here.
Yeah, they've accused the former president of what they apparently actually have been doing. Now, reports this morning that Representative Ashley Hinson of Iowa is leading the House with, quote, Providing for Life Act, which includes an expanded child tax credit that applies for mothers and their fetuses in the womb to empower them to care for their babies. Your reaction to this?
It's fantastic because a lot of the criticism from the left unjustly says that Republicans stop caring about babies once they are born. The reality is that Republicans care about life, and they recognize that life begins in the womb. So it's good to see Republican members of Congress, especially women, and I believe mothers, addressing this issue so carefully to ensure that there are resources in place from the federal government to ensure that folks who do choose life and the ones who choose to keep their child, that precious gift to them, have the resources in order to move forward and get help from the federal government. Taxpayer money, by the way, that should be theirs anyway in the first place to be able to raise that child.
I agree.